Msajili katika mahakama hivi sasa ameingia katika kikao tayari kuanza kuhojiwa. Nafikiri itakuwa mahojiano kama saa nzima na nusu hivi. Hebu tusikilize moja kwa moja kikao kinaendelea.
And first of all, we would like to thank you that you actually expressed interest in this position. It gives us great joy to see people of your rank asking for positions, and so we are glad that you are here to engage with us. My name is Nelson Makanda. I'm the chair of the selection panel. I would like to ask my colleagues here to also introduce themselves. I'll begin with the vice chair. Please do. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Good morning.
Good morning.
Madam, my name is Linda Kiome. I'm the vice chair of this selection panel. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Proceed.
Good morning, Honorable Anne.
Good morning.
Kipkoech Anne Rutano is my name, a member of the panel. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Honorable Amadi. My
morning.
name is Caroline Kituku, a member of the panel representing the Law Society of Kenya.
Thank you.
Good morning, Honorable Amadi.
Good morning.
My name is Adam Solo, a member of the selection panel.
Thank you.
Good morning, Madam.
Good morning.
My name is Nicodemus Bore, member of the panel.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good
My
morning.
name is Fatuma Ali Saman, a member of the panel.
Thank you.
Good morning, Honorable Anne Amadi.
Good morning.
And welcome to the interview. My name is Koki Muli Grino, a member of the panel.
Thank you.
Good morning, Honorable Amadi. My name is Evans Misati, a member of this selection panel. We welcome you.
Thank you very much.
So please feel welcome. I see you have a notebook. There's some water there for you. I hope you do have a pen. Thank you very much. We would just like you to begin by introducing yourself, those things that you think we don't know, and you didn't put them on your CV. They are very nice to hear, some of those. But perhaps just highlight your pedigree and how does that prepare you for the position that you have applied for. If you can do that in about 5 minutes, that will be excellent for us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair. Thank you, honorable members of the panel. I'm pleased to be here. I'm grateful for the opportunity to come and have this conversation with this esteemed panel. My name is Anne Amadi. I'm an advocate of the High Court of Kenya for the last 34 years, 20 of which have been in public service. The rest have been in private practice, in civil society, and consultancy. I started off after my university studies as a magistrate, and I served in Kisumu and Mombasa for 7 years. And after that, I went into private practice for another 7 years. And during this period, I did a lot of pro bono work for the Federation of Women Lawyers. So in 2003, when the Federation of Women Lawyers felt that they needed to open a branch in Mombasa, because I practiced in Mombasa then, I became the natural choice to do that job. And I set up the FIDA Kenya office in Mombasa. That gave me an opportunity to put my organizational skills to use, and the office was very successful. It exists today, to date. I then got an opportunity to rise within the organization and serve as Deputy Executive Director of the Federation of Women Lawyers. And I then had to move to Nairobi to take up that position. It was a position that exposed me to fundraising. It exposed me to public interest litigation. It exposed me to resource mobilization and fundraising. It exposed me to working with local communities protecting women's rights. And part of the outcome of that is that even long after I had left the organization, I got the opportunity to prepare a voters manual for women for the organization at that time, which is useful for the IEBC, because I began to exercise my knowledge and skills at that time in matters elections. After that, because of the role I had played in the organization, the then Ministry of Justice, National Affairs and Constitutional Affairs asked me to go and head and actually start what was then the National Legal Aid and Awareness Program, which is a current National Legal Aid Service Board. And my role was primarily to work with different actors, mainly civil society actors who were engaged in legal aid. And out of that, I was able to lead the process of developing the legislative framework as well as a policy framework for legal aid in Kenya, and which is in place to date. The opportunity to serve in the judiciary came in 2014. That was my last major engagement. I served in the judiciary as a chief registrar for 10 years, starting 2014 to 2024, when my term ended. I served for 2 terms under 3 chief justices, and that role being as challenging as it was, because the role of the chief registrar of the judiciary has very many angles to it. The chief registrar is also the secretary to the Judicial Service Commission. That means then that you're also serving as a secretary to a board, so to speak. So you have 2 jobs in one, full-time, secretary JAC and chief registrar of the judiciary. It's an administrative role, a managerial role, working with members of the Judicial Service Commission who are very accomplished members in their own right. We had the Attorney General, we had judges, we had a magistrate, we had the Law Society represented there, and just being able to manage the dynamics of the Judicial Service Commission alongside the judiciary, which has very diverse interests. We have judges, magistrates, we have staff. And again, in that role, I also had to serve as secretary to the National Council on the Administration of Justice. And that's a role that requires a lot of stakeholder engagement, a lot of coordination skills, a lot of communication between the state and non-state justice sector actors. That exposed me to so much in terms of governance, in terms of organization, in terms of collaboration, coordination. And these are all skills that are required for the position of chair of the IEBC. Having served as secretary of the Judicial Service Commission and having worked under 3 very competent chairs, I had an opportunity to learn a lot from them in terms of just managing all the dynamics that came my way. And I believe I did so successfully. And so I feel very prepared for the challenge of chair, Independent and Electoral Boundaries Commission chair.
Thank you very much. I will ask Ms. Linda Kiome to also do some